mindset. Think my way to riches, think my way to success. Your mindset's important. It's the first aspect. What's your mindset? But it's also energy, it's vibration, how you're influencing others. Are you showing up in 100% authenticity? Are you pretending to be something else? Are you criticizing or are you encouraging? Are you pushing down? Are you lifting up? Last point, are you taking action? You can sit there. It's really simple, and yet I'm seeing it in so many places. What happens a lot of times is that because of a lot of the spiritual teachings and a lot of the stuff in the spiritual communities about the law of attraction, one law, that is one law. That's one of many laws. You know what the most important law is? The law of action. It is actually a universal law. Yes, the law of attraction, cause and effect. If you take an action, right, it's the cause and will have an effect. Gravity, what goes up must come down. But if you just sit in your head and you visualize, and I have nothing against visualization, it's a powerful tool. It's one step, it's one tool. Aside from the tool of visualization, guess what? Take an action. And the more intentional that action, the more aligned it is to how am I showing up? What influence am I having? What energy am I walking with? Do I feel energized or do I feel exhausted? What is my energy? Am I excited? Am I optimistic or am I criticizing? Am I pessimistic? That all has an effect on the actions that you take and the outcomes that are produced from those actions. Mindset, again, it is important, but it is not enough to make you succeed. I can sit here with the best positive intentions, meditate all day for 3 hours, 4 hours a day, right? And I've said this so many times and shave my head and go in a cave. It is not going to produce anything for anybody else in the outside world, but within me. Going within is super important. So important because we usually go outside of ourselves. But if you stay there and you expect things to come to you from the outside world and you're not engaging on the playing field of life, on the playing field of business, and you're like, well, I just put this content out. If you're a business owner like me, nobody's coming. All right, did you have conversations? And when you did have those conversations, did you show up in a loving way, in an energized way? Did you share of yourself and show up intentionally? And then what were the other actions you took? Did you follow up with people? Did you give to give or did you give to get? Because that's part of that exchange in energy and influence. And if people feel like you're only giving to get, they're not going to listen to you. And are you listening? There's so many aspects to it because it's all about how you move through the world and how you're showing up and at what level you're showing up to engage for the things that matter most.